Awesome. So we can go probably into the game and have a look at the builds.
Yes, we can.
Da,
Can
da,
we do
da.
it? Yes, we can.
We can, indeed. Who do you want to go through first? Should we go through main and meta? We've never seen this team.
Never. They're a newcomer.
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
not,
we've
have
got
not
five,
just
haven't we?
lost out on the chance to go to China or something.
Oh, that's mean.
Rubbing
But
it in.
maybe, they can make up for it by winning some of these weeklies and the monthly. That'd be
Maybe.
sweet. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to see him in there. We could go to blue. We got 5 over there first. Actually, there's only 4 on the red side at the moment.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go for it then.
Yeah.
fine.
Do it.
I see.
Do it now.
I see what you're doing. Okay, so let's go over to. Are we going to just call him Fixie? Let's go to Fixie.
Pixie. Yeah.
He's got staff at the moment, but he's going to be playing with Double Dagger Elementalist. Of course, this build is the build we all know and love. He's got staff for pre-buffing. Of course, he's going to be using that Double Dagger build. In the end, he'll switch in and sustained damage on point, a lot of condition removal, also a lot of healing. He's very good at 1v1s on the side node, as well as very good, obviously, in team fights. Removing conditions, like I said, but I'm not going to go too much over that build. We have seen it very often. Angel Curse looks like he's playing exactly the same build, except he's going to be using the staff. I saw you, I heard what you were going to say, I knew what you were going to do.
Exactly the
just
same
kept
build,
going.
except for, well, slight change. Changing the pirate rune and going for the staff. Why do we know that? Well, because of the blasting staff trait in Arcana.
Indeed. And actually is really good offensive like decapper when he goes into that earth attunement. Sorry, the air attunement first, blasting him off the point and then going into earth to put up that wall. So delaying him, probably getting the decap. So that's probably might be something he's going to do.
Yeah, in team fights, I always, I think a pretty important point of the staff build is that you're just on range. You can support your team and do damage on range, which the staff ally kind of can. It's like medium range to close range combat.
That's very true. That's very true indeed. And yeah, the healing in staff is pretty nice as well.
Oh, and the thief is just getting his build right now.
Okay.
Saw him spend some points.
Oh, he's using Panic Strike. Okay, so he's using Dagger Pistol, Panic Strike, so High Burst. With that Immobilize, hopefully can combine that with someone, but I just saw another Elementalist. We got 3 Ellies. You're joking, right?
Ooh.
Okay, so maybe he's using... Maybe he's Bursty? No, he's not.
Going all NA on us.
Okay, right, we'll go over the thief first and then we'll talk about the confusion of why they've got 3 Elementalists. Maybe it'll work, I don't know. But you know, he's going to be the main damage dealer in this team, and the rest of the guys are going to have to build up a lot of might stacks and stuff to do significant damage to the rest of the opposite team, of course.
With
but
3 Ellies, it's not going to be hard.
It's going to take, yeah. I mean, if there's 2 of them on node as well, then you know, AoE is just going to be a massive issue for them. He's gone with the Rune of the Scholar there as well, just to note that. So he's going to be, obviously, he's going to try and get some decaps around the map, but he really needs to try and be in those team fights at different times. But it's nice that they can build up the might for him as well, so it's going to be quite good. Scovo, he's going to be playing...
What are we going to call him, by the way, the thief?
Who? Oh, Klein. Klein.
It's
Klein.
I think it's supposed to be a
Matze.
German word, which is kleine and means small.
It's Matze, the thief.
Okay, easy. Okay, then we're
We
going
can
to
call him Klein because that's
Klein.
his name in the game.
Okay,
and people just get confused.
Let's go with Klein, yeah, as to not confuse the viewers.
Yeah, let's do that. So going over to Scovo, he's playing Double Dagger as well, exactly the same build as Fixie, so we don't need to go over him too much. And Warrior Trollolo is playing the Hammer Longbow build. Oh, it's actually got that fractal one. That's nice. Sorry, Hammer Longbow build, the soldier version, so more tanky.
Shiny weapons.
He has shiny weapons. These people need to remove themselves from my presence so I don't get jealous. Anyway, that's not very nice, is it? But yeah, damage on point, consistent stunning and AoE pressure with also the longbow, providing a lot of burning, so some more fields there as well to blast. So might stacking is going to be high on this team. You're always going to see some kind of might.
They're just going to be on 25 stacks for the entire game.
Yeah, it feels like it. It does feel like it. So yeah, blue team done. Over to you, Nick. Red team.
Over to MIM, made in meta, the red team in this matchup. We're gonna start off with Shaku, or Infamous Shaku as he was known, now MIM Shaku. Is an elementalist currently equipped with a staff, but again switching over to Dagger. Same build as we have seen on the other side, with the support, with the might stacking of course, and well, the AoE damage is not to be underestimated, I think.
The AoD damage?
AoE damage. I misspoke. I apologize.
We can call it area of destruction, that's fine.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of similar. Oh, did you like that, Nick?
Nice.
Good job.
Good
Saved
me. Thank you. Okay,
I'm going to call it AoD from
going
now.
over to the engineer, which is... Oh, see? Really? They're pugging a bit. Xeon, who...
Yeah.
If it's the correct... Yeah, it is the correct one. Normally playing with as a warrior, and at the moment
and
for
Guardian
the
well.
team... Really? Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think sounds better. I think he plays the mode classes, doesn't he? I think.
Mostly warrior, I'd say.
Yeah.
Currently has played for what were they called? Peanut butter jelly times in the TOG.
That's right. Yeah.
And currently, I think forming a new team called #Brownies,
Okay.
with which they want to attack. Maybe also.
Where do they get these names from? Seriously. Hashtag brownies.
#Brownies is good.
Hashbrag, I said.
Hashback.
Okay, yeah, we can move on from that topic.
Okay. Moving on. Oh yeah, the build. Do you want to say anything about the build, because it's an engineer?
It's pretty much like toolkit standard NG build. So it's got the toolkit for survival. Elixir S is an option which is now coming out more because with the conditions and whatnot, and also you can escape with that stealth on the toolkit. Tool belt, sorry, and obviously getting confirmed down, so it doesn't need stability to get those downs when he pops the actual utility itself. So it's good, standard, really standard build that we've seen for a long time now, but it's still very, very good. Opting for the pistol shield instead of the rifle and going for full Condi and the Rabid Amulet. So it's really, really Condi orientated, and you can Condi spam to your heart's content.
Okay.
It's pretty nice.
The teams are getting kind of anxious. so let's just go through them. We have another Hambo build, same as Warrior Troll on the other side, which is going to be Sam. He goes Ham Storm, apparently.
Hamstorm?
Ham Storm.
Yeah.
Not Hambo, Ham
Okay.
Storm. He wants to have another term for that. And Rebecca Rock, which we are going to call Rebecca, but is of course Red Levin. Currently playing a Warhorn Hammer build. No, he is most likely, let's have a look at the build, most likely going to switch over to a Hambo as well. Holbrook Rune Soldier, so same deal, lots of CC, a surprising amount of damage, and still ridiculous sustain just due to his stances.
Awesomeness.
Overpowered.
Overpowered.
And then
it's not overpowered anymore because it's just been around forever, so now it's just like, deal with it.
Kind of. And then we have the Red Tamir, who is the Ranger for Mate in Meta, running with his, he has Kite Runes, but he had that last time, so maybe going for he still gets 2 spirits and an Entangle.
It's a Condi Spirit build, that's really what it is. It's
Yeah,
just more focused on the damage.
But I
he's still
remember,
got-
I remember last time he switched back to Mercy Runes, which is kind of his role in the team,
Yeah,
being the
that's
rest
true.
bot.
Okay. Yeah.
Mercy Runes, and then most likely also the Entangle switch to the Rest Spirit, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think so. He should do. I mean, Entangle is, for the rest spirit, that would, be
Maybe
a
he
lot
wants
better.
to trick us, maybe he's going for the Condi Survival build
Again.
there.
Should I tell him we can ready up then?
Oh yeah, sure.
Ready
Let's
up.
not keep them waiting.
Indeed, first game, ESL Weekly Cup, number 53. 53, Nick. Over a year. That's over,
Yeah.
if you're intelligent enough to obviously remember that there is 52 weeks in a year.
No,
That's
I'm not.
That's not me saying that you
I thought there were 3.
Oh, really?
3 ridiculously long weeks with
Then I
repeating
am-
days.
A lot older than I thought I was, so yeah.
Old man Jeb.
Yeah, all right. Don't dig it in there. Don't know. I forgot the phrase there. That was so not the right phrase. Okay, yeah, excited. And now the guys don't want to ready up because apparently gone for a bathroom break or something.
Oh really? Did we take
No, I'm
that
joking.
long? Did we take that?
I was trying to kill time, Nick.
I'm gonna try and use the opportunity to quickly get some water, and maybe you could talk also while I'm doing that, because we are about to start. We are about to start. It is the first match in this best of 3. Made in Meta on the red side and PuG Impact on the blue side. It is the ESL Weekly Cup, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the splits.
We've seen a big red team cross, actually. Xeon's actually gone back towards the mid area, going past the beach. We're going to see Tamir and also Sam goes Hamstorm, trying to get that henge node, actually, with Fixie on there, and trying to knock him off as early as possible to make sure he doesn't get any caps. And he got a couple there. Having a look at mid, we got 2v1 situation. Rebecca from Made in Meta versus Scovo and also Klein. And we're having a look at mine as well, which is going to be a 2v2 equal fight, as we do have those 2 uneven fights currently happening at the other node. So at the moment, it's going to stay fairly neutral. We see damage coming across the red team at the moment. I think Rebecca's just got oddly stuck in a tree, apparently, which is just awkward, trying to get away from Klein, who's actually doing a fantastic job at just trying to put some pressure on, so Rebecca's not actually going to be able to get back to the mid, because blue team have indeed capped it. We do have the cap also on the henge as well. So 1-1 caps at the moment. Points are ticking evenly.
I'm somewhat surprised. At the beginning, it looked like the mid fight where Rebecca had to defend, that he had a little bit more trouble than Fixie on the henge node, but those fights dissolved almost at the same time, almost synchronized.
Yeah, that's true. Like, they told them, right, we've got this node, we only need one, and we're just gonna fix over to the mine. And
perfectly synchronized if we look at the score.
Yeah, exactly. That's dead on. Like, we're hitting 21 now, and that's equal ticks as well. So look at this. This is going to be one of those games where hardly anyone's going to die. Look at the damage that's coming. Like, Shaku's actually just gone off node now, so he's doing a sensible thing to get his HP back up. He's gone into that water achievement. He's just going to be chilled for a sec. And then Rebecca's come in, and now the pressure's on him. And if he gets out, not sure he's going to be. Just jumped right into that AoE there, trying to get some CC down onto Fixie, which is actually working really well. And then he gets into that water achievement, of course, and trying to get the armor reverse out. He has gone down. We're going to see if we can get some cleave on him. This is going to be really important for the guys to actually try and take him out as soon as possible. He has been nosed back into vapor form on the node. He's really close to being res. The banner comes out, and he's going to be absolutely fine. Actually, Trollolol's actually got a lot of pressure on him now as well, so that's quite nice. It's almost felt like a bit of a distraction tactic there, Nick, to be honest.
Yeah, also a nice move, if I saw it correctly. I think the first try to get the res banner down failed a bit, because the interrupt from Rebecca went onto Warrior Trollolol and not Angel Chaos, who was actually resing. So nice move there, right. Interrupting the first one. Got back up on the second try there. Warrior Trollolol now all over the place, trying to escape the damage, being chased down. We have an immobilize. Oh, the entangle right out of it, but we have the conditions still on him, dying off point and a little bit out of position. No, Angel Chaos going for the rest, abandoning the cap. Fixie LA is on the point now, getting him back up and in a 3v2 situation now.
This is gonna take forever, man. This is just gonna be the longest fight in the world over here. I mean, you got like Warriors and Ellie's just put them like, it's mistakes, but the thing is, none of them are really making any, and now Rebecca's kind of realised that, going to mid, trying to help out to keep that point, because Tamir's kind of doing quite well versus Clean as well. We're going to see Shovel coming in, a nice fear there as well, coming out. So that decap's really going to be a really important thing, because of the amount of consistency in the fighting here, and the amount people just aren't dying quick enough. So
the two Warriors apparently pulled Svanir just for a little bit of fun. Rebecca Brooks seemed to have been the target, or just a little bit on the maybe a nice combination. But we have the Endure Pain out there, nice evaded the burning there. Fire field down behind him, trying to escape, and the healing signet is gonna be doing the rest. Your pain now out for him. This could really be close. Now the damage to the CC comes from Warrior Trollolol going down. Really recovered ridiculously well in that 1v1. And on the other side we have Shaku going for the creature and getting decapped and also full cap by Fixie.
That was really good from Rebecca there. That was so awesome. Like, was on about, I think, 10% HP versus Trollolol, who's on like 60. And just completely flipped that fight round, like using cooldowns effectively there as well, and rotating in that stance as well was really important to survival and doing a fantastic job. We have seen this decap over on the mine now. Emperor Zeon is currently with Rebecca, and that's not going to be looking good for who we've got over here. Sorry, Angel Chaos, of course, is going to have a lot of troubles in that 1v2. We are going to see some support coming in from Klein, with some burst damage coming in, and also with Warrior Trollolo, but we have seen Tamir coming in with 2 offers support. We've got the mid cap just popped up as well for Sam Goes Hamstorm. He's been able to cap that. Shaku's actually going to retreat as well for the potential Henge decap that he was going to go for. I think it's going to go back to mid, so we're going to see again the big team fight coming over to the mine. So what they're doing is they're just rotating around the map, trying to get a bit of a decap, and we seem to just be returning to this mine fight. And
it's just trying to split up the big team fight and then collapsing on it again. Now the next try to get away from this long-lasting fight, because now it's actually in the possessed, or in the hands of the red team. Red team now taking double points aggression on midpoint. Shaku going quite low pretty soon with a thief on there, of course. The assistance from engineer Zeon is going to come from the side. Is it going to be fast enough? Yeah, he is still alive. Definitely able to apply res when he goes down. Oh, nice with the statue. No, last burst from Fixie on the side. Poison goes up. Vapor form to get in a better position for Zeon. But that, of course, means that now if the res fails, he's going to get stomped on the first try. Maybe a little bit premature on the vapor form there, but he just didn't want to give up the cap and force Zeon to go off point for the rest try.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zeon just using that Elixir S as well has lost him a couple of caps, but he needs to be there, needs to survive, and he's just using all his cooldowns. Got those that quickness coming up as well from going into that 25% health as I remember. But they need to get someone into that node as soon as possible. Shaku's going to run there as soon as he possibly can, but they are going to get the decap, and blue team are going to come back. Look at the red team now. We're seeing a massive wipe coming across the board. Shaku's the only one alive, but that's just because he's been respawned, and Zeon, of course, going down at mid as well.
If they take out Shaku fast enough, this could very well be a 3 cap we're looking at.
Which is surprising because of, you know, the consistency of how everything was going. I mean, have we just seen like a mismatch up going on across the map with classes here? I think possibly we have.
Well, we had the situation of Zeon basically trying to make the most of the points he had on there. He was 1v2, and that wasn't going to change because the rest of his team was just engaged on the mine point. And there they somehow lost. I actually didn't pay too much attention to that team fight. So I don't know what that happened, but they couldn't spare anyone. So he was kind of screwed in the midpoint, but still neutral. That is a good thing. But with the double cap and the 1 neutral, we are going to see PuG Impact taking the lead in just a couple of seconds here.
Yeah, they need to get a decap really quickly. I was just having a look at Skova, actually. He was trying to pull the Chieftain over just for a little bit of... just saying hello, you know, doing what he does. Trying to pull off a little bit of a fake fights tactic there, which is quite nice. Warrior Trollolo just going down the mid. A lot of cleave damage comes in. He is going to be downed, and we're going to see the wolf finisher coming out on him. But now, potentially, things are looking good for Meta. If they can wipe, maybe take out someone else. Maybe just jump on Clean, trying to put some pressure on him, because he's kind of free casting at the top at the moment, just offering up those cluster bombs and whatnot from his position. He is going to go from behind now. We are going to see a bit of a wipe coming out on blue team, and they are going to be okay. Zeon got the res, and potentially getting that mid cap, and over on the mine, we are going to see the 1v1 with Rebecca versus Angel Chaos.
Oh, almost got the decap on the Henge there.
Oh,
Shaku not quite making the respawning. Warrior Trollolo managed to get there, and now Klein also there to chase him down while he tries to get back to mid. Tommy is getting the cap there right now, and now we have equalized points once again, but Angel Chaos in a lot of trouble. Fixie coming in to keep it neutral. That is pretty much what they need to do now, kind of try and carry that advantage, but I think it's a bit early to really go in and maybe just die on a neutral. You still need to attain an advantage to go out as a winner of this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just having a look at Fixie there. It's just blinded. Needs to try and get that off as soon as he can. He's trying to get into the node now to just pop off some abilities to get rid of that. But having a look at the might stacking just to see how accurate are what we were talking about there. We do see a lot of might stacks. It's not that consistent actually, and I do feel like they would starting to lose these fights, and Meta actually starting to just pull back ever so slightly, getting just a few more kills now than PuG Impact. So they're actually got their side node now, but they've
we've got
lost
the
mid.
fear from the dog from Tamiya, trying to get the res on Shaco, but the second attempt at the stomp. Oh, nice. What? I think the dog interrupted again. Something interrupted, definitely. Stomp coming through. We have Tami on point, Xeon coming in now 3v3 on midpoint again. But we are one player down. That doesn't really matter because we have 2 Elementalists from PuG Impact at the moment just at the henge point. Angel Chaos trying to join the fight and now maybe giving them an advantage in this fight. The respawn of Shaco is of course going to keep the mine safe, but we don't even see any aggression from PuG Impact towards the mine.
Yeah, I don't know why it feels like this is the end of the game. I don't know why I feel like that. It's just like, you know, this fight is whoever wins this fight, it feels like they're going to actually win the entire game. We are going to see Sam goes ham, Storm go down. I think they're going to be able to get the res. There are 2 people going down safely for that, and nothing needs to be really used to get him up. Not sure how we did Klein. I'm not going to look at Klein at the moment. It's just trying to stealth in and stealth out. It's difficult for them to find a target at the moment. Actually, Sam's about to go down. That would be with a prime target.
Oh, nice. Now came the call for Klein to go for the decap because we have Shaco trying Fixie. Is he going to be on point fast enough? No, he's not going to be on point fast enough. We have a decap on the henge and we are going to have a decap on the mine, so no points coming in right now. This game could still be turned. It's not the end of the game, Jebro.
Yeah, but the blue
faithful.
Team. But when I'm in end of the game, I'm in like the fight at the mid. Like felt that it was going to be pretty much the reason, like how it was going to be won. But I was completely wrong, unfortunately, because we've actually had Klein
being the full cap, and now the 1v1 between the Elementalists could be quite important as well. At the moment, Shaco coming out way ahead of this, but
but it's too long. You know, they need to main and meta need to pick up points fast, and they're gonna have to kill. They're gonna have to go for some bosses because you know it's gonna take too long. I mean, the decap over there on the mine was really easy for Klein to pick up. You know, no one noticed that he was gone.
That almost went wrong there. Xeon popping his elixir as a little bit out of range for the instant stomp. Therefore went out of the elixir before he finished up the stomp. Now Tamiya went for the stomp but went down himself. While doing that, the damage on Xeon now bringing him down as well. The cap in mid is pretty much ensured for the blue team, and we're going to see Sam trying to get the henge, but the entire blue team is falling back. They have the lead. They only need to secure 1 point and then it's game.
Pretty much. I mean, we've got the mid up at the moment. We still got this big fight going on over on the henge. We're going to have loads of players coming into this node to make sure it's contested still, so that we've only got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. This game has been going on forever. We've seen Shaco going down just on node with Sam low on HP. He's going to go down another 10 points, as well as the possible cap coming out. Red team needs to decide where they're going to go. They're going to go to mid. There's no point in rushing that node because they're going to have a 3v3, which is not going to last. Well, it's just probably going to last 2 minutes. If they can get this decap at mid, possible.
But now with the chieftain, it's going to get really difficult. Giving up the henge cap and giving up the chieftain, as well as the decap on Ancient Chaos. The blue team is just everywhere, immediately taking advantage of the really small window of opportunity to have more people on the map than the red team does, therefore going for the triple cap again. So once one team fight is lost, they just take control of the entire map.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, oh my god. I mean, it must be frustrating. You've got 3 Ellies. 3 Ellies to kill with those builds. I mean, it's absolute nightmare, and it's actually worked. And I think one of the main reasons it's worked is because of Klein. Sorry, Matze, or whatever you say his
Klein.
Actual name.
Let's call him Klein. He's called this in here.
Let's call him Klein, the lady.
The lady?
It's fine. That's a lady character.
So what?
Do you want to know the reason why that's a lady character, Nick?
Not necessarily.
We can talk about the birds and the bees later, mate. Don't worry, it's fine. I'll give you a little lesson. It's alright. I know I'm older than you. I am not your father.
Is that considered grooming?
What? Wow, we're really going to new levels on this cast.
We're having fun. We're having fun. It's good.
Good stuff, as long as everyone else
is. Yeah.
So Guild Wars 2 has PvP, Nick. How are we going? We're alright?
Hey. Yeah. Brilliant.
Faux fire. Okay. Right. How are we going to do this? What do you reckon Maida Meta can do? I mean, they're going to... The one thing I noticed mainly is that they left their back point open, and even if they're going to be in those big team fights and they're going to be on those they're going to be on the 2v2s on the side or whatever, they need to know where the opposite team are. And the only person who's realistically going to try and go for those decaps consistently is going to be the Thief. So they've got to watch out for Klein. Where's Klein? We can't see him. We've got to send someone back now, or possibly back up another fight and rotate those players around because they're not doing it quick enough. This isn't the team that lost, that came second on the weekend.
Well, not quite. We have Red Levin on Warrior and we have Xeon in there, so it's a little bit of pugging is going on there.
Yes, and
they're missing their Mesmer and their Thief, which they are normally running.
Yeah, which is big because it's the burst damage that they have, and that they kind of rely on. And I mean, we saw. I mean, the Thief was just epic on the weekend, so it's a big thing for them, and I can say big till the cows come home.
I have to say, it kind of feels like they are still playing as if they had a Thief and a Mesmer. They are engaging in team fights as if they have the mobility of being on the outer point again immediately, which they just don't. So we had clustered team fights. We had 2 team fights happening, one of them wiping and getting no assistance whatsoever because the other 3 just needed to stay in the second team fight. They couldn't switch out, and they didn't.
Yeah, no, they need to work on that. They need to. It's different. You've got different classes. You got to rotate differently. You haven't got the mobility.
And it took quite a while. So even if they manage to get someone down in mid or something, you immediately get the respawn on the close, and then they're gonna take the advantage on that one.
Sorry, just asking them to ready up.
Might be advantageous for them to be on full fire now, just because it's a bit easier to keep track of everyone.
Yeah, it's true. It's a bit more open, that's for sure. And they've just got to keep track of the Thief. If they can do that, then they're going to be. I think that would be a lot better because he just caused them a lot of problems, just getting decaps, not from kills.
And Ellie isn't really slow, and they have quite a lot of those.
That's true as well. And they've all got lightning flash as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, all running 3 cantrips.
Or running Bio Greatsword.
Oh, damn. that could be an interesting Lord Rush if we're going to see one, because that is the possibility. But now we're going to see how the match plays out, if we are right with our not really that specific assumptions here. Let's have a look at the splits.
So from blue team, we can see Fixie going over towards the waterfall. We are going to see that 1v2 again. It's going to happen. They made it did it before, so they kind of obvious play there, really. I mean, Angel Chaos versus Shaku over on the mine. We can see Warrior. Over on the quarry. Warrior. Also, we're going to see Sammy coming into that node. So we've got equal
the midpoint is quite
kind
interesting because Red Tamir took a while to equalize the match. Do we have the normal res or spirit there?
No. It was normal res. He's actually running in Tangle still. I don't think he's been running the res spirit.
Oh, but Mercy Rune.
Yeah, okay. Extra damage, which may be... Well, not extra damage, but routing, of course.
Okay, but they recover quite well. We had a pretty slow switch over to the midpoint to make it an equal 2v2 there. 2v2 also happening on the quarry there. Sammy is currently the target. They are just ignoring Shaku and just trying to immediately take out the Guardian. Which, to be honest, if the Guardian goes down, an Elementalist is not that good at getting him back up as the Guardian is at getting the Elementalist back up.
Yeah, the rest has actually been quite consistent. I don't think he's going to have any luck this time now because actually Skovo has kind of screwed himself, so he needs to be very, very careful. Just kite round. He's not going to be able to get into that water attunement anytime soon. He's actually going to pop that Armor of Earth as well, so he's getting very desperate here, trying to go back into the air attunement 4 to get off node and just kite as much as possible until someone can possibly get into this node. It's not going to happen because everyone's engaged. Everyone's engaged. They can't disengage because they will lose the point, they will lose the fight, and they'll just be going to a mid that's potentially almost capped. And I think it's actually probably a good decision for no one to rotate out and to go into that mid point because they could just play a side cap game.
They could, but now we have the the problem of 3 people being able to engage on the quarry point. Of course, Steam, snowballing on this map, a real possibility. We have Klein coming in from the side. Maybe he'll be able to put down some damage, which in this fight they seem to be really lacking. We have all 3 players at almost full health. Now Angel Chaos caught in a CC chain, almost going down. We have a bit of heal coming in from the side. Can there be some? No, going down. Klein can't res him. Scovo coming in from the side, and Warrior just wanted to get a bit more of the cap. Maybe go. No, Battle Standard coming out to just instant res him.
I mean, I was just looking at the blue team there, just for the might stacks, and they've all got at least 5 permanently, you know. And I mean, it's actually kind of similar on the opposite team, but for the more singular players. Like at the moment, just having a look at Sam. Of course, he's building up that might, just going down there. Look at that wall, perfectly placed there as well. Shover's going to get that down. That's going to be fine. I did see the battle standard over there. I think. Sorry, was that for the res before?
It was quite a while ago to get.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was having a look on the other side of the map.
And so it seemed to have been working. Sure. We are now with 2 Elementalists here actually at a solid 25 stacks going on, and that does hurt. And you can see it.
Yes.
On the
it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can just press 1 and that's going to hurt, you know, even if you're in a healing build. The damage is actually really significant with might stacks. So people
and now the AoE damage on there, making it hard for Shaku to res. He's getting quite a lot of damage. Rebecca's down already. Didn't even see that. Looked away for a second and missed the entire thing. Now 3 people again. No, Tommy going for the mid because their Xeon has some trouble. Xeon? Wait, did Xeon went back to Warrior?
Yes,
from Engineer.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you've got Ellie's there. I mean, there's so much burning, and your condition removal is, you know, not very good, basically. And because they're playing tanky builds as well, you know, they've just gone back to a tanky build as well. What Xeon is playing?
Called out Kleine. Maybe he's in stealth now. He's kind of wailing about. Now the Refuge gave away his position. Flamefield down, not catching him. No, the con removal from Shadow's Embrace is just gonna negate that, and the Thief is looking for another engage. I've seen that quite a while now from Thieves. They have gotten a lot more careful. They are more willing to stand around for a couple of seconds to really find the right engage, instead of just trying to, I need to do damage, I need to go in now, no matter the costs.
And they're actually a mid at the moment, and it doesn't feel like with this comp, like why is Klein going to mid? I mean, maybe he's just trying to keep people busy, but you know, 3 people from Made in Meta are over here at the moment. They need to shift. They needed to shift over to Quarry. Like, they retreated quite hard there, and I'm not really sure why. They didn't really need to. Legendary Sammy really in a lot of trouble here. He's got no cooldown. He's got his heal up now. That's pretty lucky timing, actually. And he's probably timed those cooldowns quite well.
But Immobilize comes out, and that might be too much for him. Block ability needs the condition removal. Shaku is behind him, trying to peel it all off and trying to keep him at bay. We also had a downside on the blue side of things, so that took some effort for them to get him back up. So Sammy actually made it out of that alive.
How good is that? How good was that support coming out from the team? He was on 1k HP with no cooldowns. His heal was off as well, and now he's got 2 shouts and his heal's coming back off as well. He's got 2 dodges, so he's going to be fine with the healing. That's really good support from Made in Meta there on him.
Yeah. The Elementalist getting the conditions off and just a little bit of heal. That is enough to save him there, but the double outer point cap is still ticking for PuG Impact. They have now acquired a 40-point lead, which doesn't really mean that much, because we're still early in the game. It's not over yet to have the Shoutcaster's optimism, which at this point is actually kind of sensible.
But the thing is, normally Made in Meta, like you noted earlier, they would normally have a Zani, of course, and they'd have a Thief, and they'd be going for the Lord kill via that portal, so now it's going to be a bit more obvious if they're going to go for the Lord Rush. So I don't even know if that's going to be something they're going to go for, or if they're just going to try and...
It's going to be hard.
I think... the jokes. The possibility of that happening is, you know, kind of diminishing, I feel, but it might be like a last-minute desperation thing, because the 2 caps coming out, there's hardly any kills, so the you know, blue team is just going to be gathering points. Red team aren't going to catch them. That gap's just going to increase and increase and increase. Scovo trying to get away at the moment with that
nice
fiery
drop of the fiery greatsword there, trying to get out, but Shaku catching him. But the damage doesn't seem to be enough, and of course he has the mobility advantage. We have the Immobilize on him, running all over the place.
This is ridiculous.
It's Gobo's travels here. We're following him around the world. Going down at last.
Good job, though. He did do a good job.
Battle standard on the waterfall, and we didn't see Fixie go back up. Did he go immediately back down, or did we have poison and too low health?
I think he was just too low HP. I did miss that from my list, but hey.
Now it took quite a while, but MIM seems to be getting the advantage on the. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. It's pretty much done. They just need to know he died off point, can leave him there, and now they have the 2 cap. And now PuG Impact is in the situation that wherever they engage, it's going to be a team fight that is going to take ages. So we will most likely see a switch of lead to MIM.
And we could see this game going to, at the moment, the way the points are getting ticked over, we'll see 500 just before the timer runs out as well. In my mathematical genius head that I have, Nick, that you know and love, of course.
I would almost call you a savant.
You could, but I'd rather you call me Jebro.
Gates are being opened. We have Red Tamir preparing for the Lord Rush, which we have. Oh no, never mind. High Impact is going for it first.
Oh, they're actually going to go for it right now.
They are going to go for it right now, but they aren't at the 350 points now. They need to keep that note and get the Lord Rush. Maybe they are somewhat indecisive, and that gave a lot of time for MIM to react to that Lord Stroll.
They could slowly burn him down.
Crawl.
I mean, they've got the
I don't want to call it a rush.
I'll say crawl. Yeah, it's not really. It's not going to be a rush, is it? It's not gonna. It's just gonna be slow death. And this actually saying that he's actually at 60% HP at the moment. They need to be careful though, because if they do lose that quarry node, this is going to be a little bit of a dodgy thing to do right now. We can see, but
on the other side, we might see Xeon take the Blue Lord down on a solo try.
Oh, Red Lords is only at 20% health, 10. He's gonna hit. Oh, they interrupted. That's a good job. 10% health. He's just got so many conditions on him. Poison as well. He's gonna go down now, and that is 483.
Oh, but we could see the decap. No, Fixie is still getting it. They need just to go with 4 people on the point, and then we're gonna have the second win for PuG Impact in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, Xeon actually didn't get that interrupt over on the Blue Lord, so his HP is going to be almost to full. And you're right, Blue Team are going to win.
That's going to take too long. And we did have a good engagement. They went from the quarry, so they had the door open and could immediately go to their own close point. Just keeping that 4 people on there. Klein is kind of having a look around, not being attacked, because he's in stealth. And that means they kicked out MIM.
That's made him meta, losing to High Impact. Now, again, we will say this is not made in meta as a full. This is the team they registered in the name with, so it's made in meta.
Impact?
And this is also, PuG Impact, so... Although I haven't seen High Impacts playing for... have I said High Impacts instead of PuG Impacts? Probably.